So we're going to link up with a team, each of you, a team of Arcturian healers. And you might feel it as sort of like a heaviness or a tingling around the back of the neck. So I'm going to check and see what you do feel. So they're going to start coming in around you, 3 of them for each person, because they work in threes. So just shut your eyes. You don't need to keep your eyes shut, but you might get a subtle experience of what I'm talking about. The Arcturians from the planet Arcturus, the star Arcturus. So just shut your eyes. I'll just drink some water. So put your hand up if you're feeling something unusual around you. Anybody getting a visual impression of what the Arcturians look like? Just yell it out. White light. Thank you. Small eyes. BDS. Small eyes, sort of like this. Yes. Upturned. Down. Yes. Tall. Very tall. Yes. Very tall. Any colour? Yellow. The colour might change for different people. White colour. Yes. Tall. Now, eyes like that. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So, some of you might not feel anything, but that doesn't mean they're not connected with you. That just means you're not feeling it. Yeah. So these are master healers connected with you, and they're going to help to heal the emotional body of the trauma that we call karma, because all it is it's energy distortion. I call it karmic miasmic patterning that we've taken into ourselves, or other people have projected at us in other lifetimes, from other lifetimes, according to how we've reacted to situations and experiences. Okay? Everybody understand that? Okay. We create so-called bad karma for ourselves when we have thoughts or actions towards others or life which is not in harmony with love and peace and goodwill. So we can create karma, but often karma is stuck into us, basically, karmic distortion, stuck into us from experiences that we can't remember and we have no recollection of from past, where we've been hurt in some way. See? And we may have closed down our heart, or we can't love ourselves. We all have these experiences, as we saw with a couple of people yesterday when they started to release. So we'll work with the Arcturians. They're going to run different, what they call colour codes through us, and the different colours relate to different emotions. So I'm going to tell you what the emotions are, and then they're going to run the different colours to heal and balance that particular emotion and remove that imbalance of emotion from the body. Okay. The first emotion that they want to work with is called despair. Despair, when you give up, when you cannot keep going, that kind of emotion. Okay? So let's run this. Mokoki e kalakitalakisalakishdatabako. Mishtiestia. Mishtiestia. Shimalakia. Mishtimalashtia. Mishtimalashtasakulia. Mogolishidabadi. Mishia Kagagalagalabadushidmadushimaliti. Ishidmadishimalagabadisti. Now, who feels something strange happening to them? Would anybody like to share? Anybody like to share? You're from their planet, Arcturus. Okay. So what are you feeling?
Too much of energy surrounding.
A lot of energy around
Yep.
you. Has anybody, thank you, has anybody have any experience of release that you would like to talk about to help everybody understand? Okay, lady in the purple. Up, moving up.
Yes, moving
Yes.
up this way from the
Yes.
heart, from here towards my right side.
Okay.
As if something is putting some energy hands into my
And
occipital.
pulling it out somehow.
Yes, yeah.
That's great. Everybody's going to be worked with differently, so you're going to have a totally different experience because we're all different. And some of you might not have felt anything with that because you might not have had lifetimes where you've had despair. You know the word despair? Great suffering, okay? So if you've had despair, felt that emotion, then you probably will have experienced something when we did that. If you didn't have lifetimes where that was significant for you, then you may not. Okay, we're going to go to the opposite now of despair, which is hope. Hope, okay? And we're going to code hope, which means increase the energy of hope within your emotional body so that there is more optimism in all of us, to be more optimistic, to hope, to have more hope energy. Moko ki e kalaka zalaka zalakshtaza bokozi dishti numerosia. Mishtela kalaka zalaka zalakshtaza bokoza lady samatia. Mekalaka zalaka 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 zalagia. Mezela zalaka zalaka zadia. Mezela zalaka zadia. Mezela zalaka zadia. Mezela zalaka zadia. Ake zalaka zadia. Zalaka zalaka zadia. Okay, good. So, who feels a little bit lighter? You do, because thank you. Okay, now we're going to look at another emotion that we might call negative. Okay, we're going to look at loss. Loss, and we all know what loss feels like because most of us have lost something or someone in our lives. So we're going to heal the emotion of loss. The Arcturians are going to bring the specific frequencies through for you personally, because everybody's different and everybody's had different experiences. This is loss. Mukoka akalaka zalakshata kadabushtana bakozalaka. Meselaka zalushla galabedosadaka zabakozadia. Mezala de zogalabedozabagozabaraki. Melody guzabedzola badazala badadi. Mogola selgalabedosola bedistada badagalabadi. Malugulugola badagabadagabadagabadagabadishdi. Moludagabadagabadagozola badistada balaka. Elekalobadagabadishtada beloda badakaraka. Mokotala badaka. Notice the word ka, Ka, in ancient Egyptian teachings. The word ka, which came from Atlantis, the word ka is to do with the physical body, the ka. See, so these words are ka, to do with the physical body. Releasing loss. But the light language words are multidimensional. They're not just as you hear them. They have many different tones and overtones which are received into the body, like we spoke about yesterday. And these particular words are designed to clear out energy distortion. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to code for, it's like a feeling of being all-inclusive. It's a feeling of having all, having everything. Because when you lose something, you feel like you have nothing. So we're going to code energy, like bring in positive energy for having everything. Okay? This is a feeling of optimism. It's a feeling of having everything. And when we feel like we have everything, then guess what? With the law of karma, we attract that to us. So we attract more abundance. See? So we take away the feeling of loss, of having nothing, and we change it to a feeling or an energy of having everything. And when we vibrate with that feeling of having everything, then that is what we attract, everything. You see? So this is how energy works. If we can take out or remove the distorted energy that pulls us down as human beings, the Arcturians are helping to replace that energy with positive coding, which is going to pull positive things to us. So this is what we're doing now.
Moko la kiza la kishtaza kazi makoje desiania. Alala la kaza la kaza kushlasa pokosia. Mishtia kasia. Mishtia kasia. Mishtia kasi. Mishtia kasi. Mishtia kasi. Mishtia kasi la kaza la kishtaza kada bakoza desi. Munya na 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 na. Muna na 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 na. Mona na 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 na. Mona na 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 na. Mona na 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 na. Mona na 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 na. Mona na na na.
So what we can do is, after you meditate each day, if you just sit with your eyes shut for a moment and imagine all the good things that you want to create, that imagination, that creation energy will begin to attract, and the energy that's being coded into all of us now, into all of you now, will vibrate. And as that energy starts to vibrate, the good that you want to attract and that you have put out, that you have imagined, will begin to come to you. It's that simple, really. It's a matter of taking away that which limits or sabotages or detracts from us and replacing it with that which is good and attracts positivity into our lives. And it's really nice that we have the Arcturians, the masters of working with the emotional body, who are helping us. And we're going to look at another pattern that limits us and makes us feel unhappy, maybe. What is this? Okay. This is to do with the heart, to do with love. It's also a little bit to do with loss, but it's to do with loss of love. Okay? Losing love. So put your hand on your heart chakra. And all of us as human beings have lost love many times. And when we lose love, we can close down our heart. We can be afraid that we'll never find love again. And it creates a lot of sadness. So we're working with loss of love.
Moko ki I kalzaza kazi dokshtaza kala pokushia. Mikala kaza lakushtoza de jenashna mokushida shrana malaka. Malala la logola logoza la kaza lushtaza mokoya. Malala la lokosha la karaba koza la kaya. Mishila kalabala kaza la kaza barokoza la kizi, salamala kazaria. Mishila kalakala kaza bakozaria. Malala la kosha la kaza la kajadia. Alili kaza malakala barokoza la kaza bokustona malaka za bokoi. Mulukadia, Mulakati, Shalakalapakas, Lukush, Namalakala Balaki, Allah Lakalabaka, Allah Zola Badistan, Namalakalabaraki, Akaha, Akaka, Akaka. And the opposite of losing love, of course, is finding love. So let's code for finding love within ourselves, and finding love from many people coming to us in our lives. Finding love. Maybe finding that special love of a partner, husband, wife. Niki kakazela kuzela kujlasa bakujla sona balausia. Melagaza galaksola kalabalokasia. Mishtesa kazela kazala kazali kujdiasia. Melalela kazala kushas kalixas kalashdasia. Melagaliza galakshtal la kalabalakso chedekasia. Melalela galakisia. Melesela kazala kazala sala batshana malakusia. Mela kazala kazala kushdala kalasia. Ela kazala kazala shti. Ella kazaki sia laki.
Just take a deep breath. So we coded for loss of love. There's one more that they want to work with. And this is anxiety. Okay. Now, anxiety, being anxious. We all get anxiety at times, don't we? And often we get anxiety when our soul is bringing us to a point of change. When things are about to change in our lives, we might not know things are about to change in our lives, but there's a part of us that knows, and that part of us that knows gets anxious. And we have anxiety also because of many reasons. It can be because we are afraid of what someone might think, or we feel we can't do something. There's many reasons for anxiety. Anxiety is a label that can attach to many different emotions. So we're going to work with different vibrations to clear the different emotions of anxiety. Okay? Many different vibrations to do with anxiety. But the outcome is the same in the physical body. It's stress, tension in the physical body. And when we have tension in the physical body, the energy doesn't flow through our bodies properly, and we get tired or we get sick. So we want to remove anxiety, stress. And then we're going to code it for trust and faith. Okay. So let's remove anxiety.
Moko ki I kala kazeta kushtosa mokoya. Mishtasa kazeta kazeta kushtasisya. Mishtasisya. 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 Mokoka akala kazeta kushtasya. Mishtasa kazeta kushtasya kazeta kushtasya nimania. Mishtina badadi mokola kala badagolo bala kala balaki. Akala kala badagala 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 sola badadi. Mikala badagadi, Mikala badagadi, Metala badagala 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 badagazi, Mikala badagadi, Metala badagala 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 badagi, Mikala badagadi, Mikala badagadi, Metala badagala badagala badagari, Mikala badagala badagadi, badagala 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 badagahoya, Metala badagala badagadi, badagala badagala badagadi, badagala badagadi, badagala badagala badagadi, Mikala badagala 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 badagadi, Metala badagala badagala badagadi.
Take a deep breath. Okay. Just a little bit more with anxiety.
Akaka akala kazera solo kuzelu shtonia.
Take a deep breath. And now we're going to code the other way, which is trust and faith, to increase the energy of trust and faith in our being, in our energy fields, in the emotional body.
Mi kakalisto jadakraf solavishtada balakosia. Mishta sakalakra balakasidia. Meselaki, meselaki, zelakozalaki. Iselakala de Akazela zelakadi. Akizedakadabadusarakadabidi. Moyaki, moyaki, moyaki. Ekalaki zelakazelaki. Asasa, asasa, asasa. Mishtia, kazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazelakazel Akasula Balaya. Akasa, 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 Akasa.
Take a deep breath. And I'll just thank you. Now, let's have some questions then. Yes.
I often experience discomfort. In my lower abdomen, and also a lot of strain and this thing on my scalp.
Thank you. Okay. We work with you, but we're going to work with everybody that has this problem. And the lower abdomen, to do with the sacral chakra, which is to do with sexuality, but it's also to do with self-worth, loving self, okay? And if we have had past life trauma where something has happened to us, then that can affect the morphogenetic fields of the body, the building blocks of the physical body, which can cause chronic issues, okay? And there's probably a pattern of thought that affects you when you get this pain. So I'm just going to tune in and see if I can discover what it is. So what I'm getting for you is that when you get a thought of, I'm too busy, I can't do this, like overwhelm, when you become overwhelmed, which means when you get overly busy and you feel you can't do things, you may get the pain then. Do you relate to that? You don't know. Can you remember back to the last time you got the pain? Are you? Let me talk to you after we go out the door. But yes.
I've been having a lot of neck pain since yesterday. I'm not able to turn much, and I'm also able to sense a lot of heat around that.
Yes.
And I feel very heavy. I feel like there are a couple of hammers hanging around my neck.
Right. Who else is feeling discomfort since yesterday? Yeah. The neck. The neck, it's often to do with betrayal. The throat chakra is to do with speaking our truth and trust and betrayal issues. So what I feel you're experiencing is you're clearing some old issue. And I can also see you being chopped on the back of the neck, and it's that energy that's coming out of you. One thing that I find helpful when we're clearing is to put your hands on the heart chakra and say, I forgive myself. I forgive the perpetrator of this trauma. That means the person that did it to you, even if you don't know who did it to you, and it doesn't really matter. If you're getting a physical discomfort and you can relate it back to some kind of past life trauma where you've been physically hurt, then if you can release the emotional charge between you and that perpetrator, whoever did it, that can help to clear it more quickly. Try that now. Everybody, try that. We do it like this. I forgive myself for all wrongs that I have committed, knowingly or unknowingly. And feel yourself release that. I forgive all those who have committed wrongs against me, knowingly or unknowingly. I am free. I release all those who have committed wrongs against me. They are free. I am love. They are love. I am peace. They are peace. And all is well. How does your neck feel? Any different? Bit lighter. Good, good. So if you do that a few times, I think it will lighten up still more, because what's happening is that you're releasing the physical trauma that has been, up until this time, hidden, like locked away in the cells and tissues of the body, in the cells of the body, because the cellular memory of our body remembers trauma. Even though we're in a different body in this lifetime, we have the soul DNA. Remember I spoke about the soul DNA, which imprints into the physical body from lifetime to lifetime through what's called the morphogenetic field, imprints from the past come into the body now, and often at the right time for us, really, they get activated to and triggered to release. Because the whole purpose of coming into a physical body anyway is to experience life and to heal ourselves of past trauma, to heal others, to be of service, to understand what it is to use our mind to create.